The three most common misconceptions salaried professionals have about investing that keep them poor. Number one, investing is too risky. Let's start by turning this on its head and looking at it in reverse. You see, the risk of not investing means that it is highly likely you'll have a lifetime of grind, stuck in a job where you sell your time for money. You keep none of the value you create, never have the time or financial freedom to do the fun things you want with the people you love. You'll likely have a mountain of bad debt and be desperately placing your future financial well-being on your home, as it's likely the only asset you possess. When it comes to investing, what most people don't understand is that the biggest risk in any investment decision relates to the skills of the investor, not the asset they are looking to purchase. Great investors can look at an asset and determine value by their understanding of business and industry principles. If a doctor looks at buying into a medical business, they'll have a whole different level of insight around how the marketing, sales, value delivery, and applicable operating costs will occur, as opposed to someone who has no experience in the medical industry. An investor with comprehensive experience in lead generation and sales can look at a business that is underperforming in this area, but that otherwise appears to have a great concept and product. They can identify ways this can be addressed, and once fixed, can be exited at a considerably higher value. Avoiding investment through fear of risk and not knowing how wealthy investors approach it differently keeps people poor, because they end up in a self-fulfilling prophecy where they fail because they don't take action due to their fear of failure. Number two, you need money to make money. In reality, many people, when they get money through a financial windfall, lose it very quickly. You only have to look at the incredibly high percentage of lottery winners who lose it all within 10 years, regardless of the size of the win. You don't need money to make money. You need value to make money. Value can occur in a range of ways. While this can come in the form of money, it can also be through your influence in networks, industry insight, and areas of specialty business skills. The more value you bring, the greater the opportunities that will come your way. The more this value comes in areas that are not just money, the more sought after you will be as an investment partner. Number three, working harder will mean more money. Almost without exception, the world's wealthiest people do not sell their time for money. If working hard meant you earned more money, we would see many of the world's impoverished nations catching up and overtaking wealthy countries. But in most instances, this has never been further from reality than it is today. The big problem with working hard, whether as an employee or even self-employed people who charge out their labor, is they don't keep any of the value they create. Wealth comes from assets. Working hard will mean your employer will appreciate the value you create, but this is rarely passed back to the worker in any meaningful way. If it is, it will only be a fraction of the value you've delivered, because that is the employment paradigm. If you want to grow wealth, achieve financial freedom, and have an income that is not dependent on your time, you need to invest in assets. So there you have it, the three most common misconceptions salaried professionals have about investing that keep them poor.